This is it. We're entering the end game. It's the last episode of the One Piece WAQ show. If you want more, you can beg for it. But as of now, we're going to the beginning of the time skip. I'm Matt.
I'm DJ.
I forgot I had to introduce myself. And I need no introduction.
3 unqualified people.
I'm very qualified. Calm
2
down.
of us are qualified to talk about it.
Yeah, so I've been instructed not to look up images to support the collage for this episode, and I told them to go fuck themselves. And they're like, well, when you see some shit you shouldn't have, you better tell us so we can feel smug. I guarantee you I won't even recognize what I shouldn't be seeing, but all right.
Not 2 of us. I didn't care.
Yeah, TJ doesn't care. TJ's a horrible person. I care.
No, I understand Dan.
Look, spoilers do not reduce the enjoyment of the media. At me. Fucking at me. There is research backing my statement. Anyway, go ahead, Matt.
We left with Luffy seeing the newspaper of Ace.
When last we met our
being
heroes,
captured.
Luffy was on Amazon Lily, the Amazon island of only women. They played with his mushroom.
Dan's favorite place.
He finally saw hockey. We know that hockey is a thing now. We technically at this point don't know what it's called, and we're not going to use it. Haki.
I heard Pocky. I'm like, dude, I get excited when I see Pocky too.
But Luffy got a newspaper saying that Ace has been captured by the Marines, and he basically told his new friend Boa Hancock, who he's known for like under a day, you need to help me.
Oh yeah.
You need to help me save him now. And she was like,
and she's got the hots for Rubber Boy.
She's got the hots for Rubber Boy because he's the only one that doesn't have the hots for her. It's a real want what you can't have situation.
What a weird reason to like somebody. Because they don't like you back, you like them.
So,
but I get where she's coming
there's
from.
There's also the added thing that like her powers only work on people that love her, and her powers don't work on him. So she's like, oh, this motherfucker's strong, but really he's just basically literally asexual. Anywho.
Yeah.
Like, Oda's never said that, but the entire fandom is just like, Luffy will never be motivated by a woman's love. It's just not a thing for him. Anywho.
I mean, that's like the way some relationships behave in real life, though, is like somebody likes somebody because they don't like them back, and they don't understand why. It's really dumb. But we'll save that for another episode sometime.
Yeah, we can shit on stupid people later. All right. So Luffy's like, you gotta help me find Ace, and Boa Hancock's like, all right, well, right now it sounds like he's being taken to Impel Down. That's like the biggest, baddest prison. There's no way we're getting him out. And Luffy's like, no, fuck you, we're getting him out.
And this is the underwater prison for devil fruit users. Hey, guess who remembered a thing? It's been like a week. Still remember.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
I forgot to open the thing myself.
2 weeks,
really
actually.
See it. So, couple cool things. Boa Hancock's boat is pulled along by 2 snakes whose venom scares sea kings. So her boat isn't actually coated with kairoseki, which is usually how you cross the comm belt. You use that metal that hurts devil fruit users.
All right, so just really quickly, sorry I'm a little distracted today, but Google's doing that thing where it's creeping me out.
Because it knows stuff about you that you didn't tell it?
Because I just typed in One Piece Boa, and the first search thing wasn't One Piece Boa Hancock, it was One Piece Boa Hancock ship.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's creepy, right? Weird. All right, sorry, moving on, but fuck.
Google, calm your tits. Less is more.
That is so creepy.
Okay, anywho.
All right, I got a picture of her boat on slide 2. This is the first image of slide 2.
Yeah, that was just a cool thing. Those snakes like secrete a poison that the sea kings are scared of.
Sea kings don't like.
So she doesn't need kairoseki. Anywho, they come up with a brilliant plan. for Luffy to wrap his body around Boa Hancock's body under her dress so that she can sneak into Impel Down, because the Chichibukai can totally just walk into Impel Down and be like, hey, I'm visiting, what's up?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sure she loves this plan.
Is horrifically embarrassed.
What? She's hot, though. What?
She's fucking shy, Dan. She's never liked a boy.
Okay. You telling me? Hold up. Hold up.
Well, that's because the rest all turned to stone.
Yep.
Because of her power.
You telling me?
I am telling you.
That this lady right here is shy.
The Pirate Empress? Yes, I am. That's a Dakimakura. You can't fucking judge her based on that.
Okay, here. This is a better one. You telling me this lady right here is shy? Look at that stance. Look at those clothes. That's not shy. She got confidence oozing out of her pores.
She only lives on an island of women, and all the men she meets turn to stone. This is the first man where she's like, oh shit, I could have sex with this one.
Oh my god. All right, driving on. Sorry for the distraction.
I love the distractions.
I think this is going to happen a lot today.
I can't tell all the details. Things are going to speed up, so don't worry about it. They get in to Impel Down. They get the boat there. They get in. It's all fine. You have to go through a couple rooms. You meet a couple cool characters. There's Magellan, there's Sadie-chan, and there's Hannibal. They're all cool. Magellan's a poison dude. Sadie-chan is a sadistic ass bitch.
Yep.
And Magellan is like, his dynamic is really funny. He's the vice prison warden, but he wants to be the prison warden. And it's just funny. Anyhow, they get into the prison. Luffy gets in. He at some point they have to search Boa, but she's like, you're gonna make me undress in front of you. Like, why don't you leave?
Fucking what the fuck?
Why don't you leave? I'll undress, and then you can have the girl come in here, and she can search me. While that happens, Luffy sloops out. Luffy's in the prison now. He starts looking. Yep, that's her. He starts looking for Ace. He's kind of just looking. And
because it's multiple levels.
It's multiple levels. Who does he run into? But Buggy the Clown. Ace. Oh, Buggy the Clown is in Impel Down, and he's hanging out with Mr. 3, the Wax Man, all the way back from Alabasta. We're calling back to all sorts of motherfuckers in here. Luffy basically is like, alright, you motherfuckers are going to help me. We're going to get Ace, or I'm going to kick your ass, and you're not going to get out of here. And they both want to get out, so they're like, okay. Shenanigans ensue. They let a bunch of fucking prisoners out. And the entire time, Buggy and Mr. 3 are like, fuck, we want to get out of here, but Luffy's like the strongest person we know. We would be dead if we left his side. So they kind of just pal along with Luffy as he goes deeper in, and they freak out about going deeper as opposed to getting out.
And just to say, this is like a mega arc.
This is a mega arc. I'm skipping lots of stuff right now.
Mixed in with multiple arcs, and this is like 200 to 250 episodes.
Jesus, all in Impel Down?
No. Everything I'm going to tell you
the next thing. Yeah, this and the next thing.
Gotcha.
It's like 2 arcs. That is 1 mega arc. Because it's all about Ace.
So they're going down Impel Down. Luffy's getting all kinds of fucked up. He keeps having to have fights against prisoners that are like, hey, fuck you. Or against prison wardens.
And all these are devil fruit users.
Not all of them, but most of them.
Yeah, most.
Right.
Some of them are bad enough that you get stuck in Impel Down because you're a bad bitch.
Got it.
Like Zoro, probably going to Impel Down.
Yeah.
That's man, what makes Ace such a bad bitch then?
I mean, I told you last week.
He's the son of
remember
Roger.
Remember I dropped that little shit?
Okay.
Yeah.
So just because he's the son of this guy doesn't mean he's a badass.
He's the son of Goldie Rogers. He has one of the Logia fruits. He's on one of the Yonko's fucking ships.
Yeah.
Yonko ships. So there are 4 pirate emperors. Okay, so small tangent. The way the balance of power works is there are the pirates and there are the Marines, but actually there are the 4 pirate emperors that rule the second half of the Grand Line, and then there are the Marines, so that the Marines can focus on the pirate emperors. Like the big bad motherfucker Marines can focus on dealing with the pirate emperors in the second half of the Grand Line. They have the Shichibukai that can focus on the pirates in the first half. They have these 7 warlords, Marine sanctioned pirates, to focus on pirates in the first half. So Ace is one of the people that the Marines are... Ace is a crew member of one of the people that the Marines are actually worried about, Whitebeard.
Okay, so Ace is a crew member of one of the non-sanctioned major
not just a crew member,
groups.
but one of his division leaders. Like
he is one of his division leaders, yes. Also...
Okay, so there is a reason he himself, unconnected to relations of others.
Old motherfucker, has been around since Goldie Roger. He was one of Goldie Roger's, like...
rivals.
It easily could have been Whitebeard that got to Raftel first, to the end of the Grand Line.
So,
and it is hinted that Whitebeard could totally get there now, but he's like, nah, that's not my thing. Somebody else can do it.
And we'll get more into him later.
We will get more into him later. There is some stuff.
Okay, and you said Luffy teams up with Buggy and who else?
Mr. 3.
Mr. 3. Sorry, I'm
No
trying to
worries.
like make this dope ass fucking.
You are making a dope ass fucking thing. I especially like Boa Hancock kissing Luffy. That's nice and cute. Anywho,
right? That's the cute little piece of fan art I wanted to include.
He'll team up with someone else soon too. Well, a couple people, but
yes.
Yeah.
So, going deeper, Luffy meets. I don't remember Scissor Man's name.
Yeah. Oh,
but
yeah.
He meets Scissor Man. If you could look up his name.
Mr. 3 is a wax
Mr. 3 is the wax man with the 3 in his hair.
I found this picture of him, but like I thought it was bone for a second because his whole arm is turned into this crazy stabby thing, and I was like, oh no, he just turned his arm. He made it out of wax, but it still looks really cool.
Inazuma. Yeah.
Okay, so he meets.
I like how this arc is kind of like he went back and took a lot of the joke fucking characters and is like, all right, let's give them a serious arc for a minute.
Yeah.
And like, let's make them not just a fucking comic relief.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Oh my god. Okay.
And yet there's still comic reliefs.
There are, because, okay. Have I told you what an Okama is? It's basically Japanese drag. It's not exactly the same, but it's basically Japanese drag queens. The Okama Kingdom is a thing in One Piece. Just an island full of drag queens. Mr. 2 Bon Clay is from the Okama Kingdom. He is a drag queen.
That's the weird swan fucking
That's the weird swan guy that can change his face. The leader of the Okama Kingdom and his number 2 are stuck in Impel Down. Their names are Emporio Ikenov. That guy, I fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
And Inazuma, the Scissor Man. Emporio Ikenov ate the Horo fruit. He is a hormone man, and he makes his fingertips pointy, and he stabs them into you, and he injects you with whatever fucking kind of hormones he wants. It's awesome.
Wow.
Please look up a picture of
this is a kid's show?
Well, it's a shonen.
Okay, so it's a kid's show as much as late Naruto is a kid's show where people are fucking dying and shit. I need to take my vitamin. God. So I got Inazuma. Who was
Emporio Ikenov. Hold on.
All right, sorry. I'm going to be asking you to repeat names.
That's okay.
That's fine.
That's him. Please get a picture of him with a giant head, because he does that sometimes.
Yeah.
He will pump his face full of hormones and make his head giant so he can be more imposing.
He is awesome.
This Ikenov dude is a dude that is sometimes a girl, because Emporio Ikenov can just change your gender.
Yep.
And the Okamas, that's him. That's fucking him.
That's what you're looking
Sometimes
for?
he'll be a hot chick, sometimes he's that thing. Both of them are great.
That thing?
when he's a hot chick, the sightings of his fucking lack of an outfit here cover his nipples, but when he's not, he's just hanging out.
Gotcha.
Anywho, fuck.
So
he meets. So currently his crew is Buggy, number 2 Bon Clay, number 3 the Waxman. I don't remember his actual name. I don't think he has one. Emporio Ikonov and Inazuma. Inazuma and Emporio Ikonov totally fans of Ace. Totally think Luffy's a chill dude when they meet him. They're totally willing to help. Buggy and Mr. 3 are stuck along for the ride. Bon Clay is Luffy's friend. What?
I grabbed a picture of number 2, and it's got subtitles on it. It says, "Hang in there, Straw Chan."
We'll get to that.
We will get to that. So,
That's
as they're
adorable.
going down, Luffy gets really fucked up. Magellan finds him and poisons the shit out of him. Because he is a poison man.
Vampire looking dude.
On his deathbed.
Luffy is dying. Emporio Ikonov
Well, that's
is
not
like,
great.
I can fix this. But he might die anyways, and it's gonna cut a chunk of his life off. And Bon-chan is like, fucking do it! He's gonna die anyways, just do it! Luffy's like unconscious. They drag him into New Kama Kingdom, which is this frozen area that you can see Bon Clay in, inside of Impel Down, where the New Kamas have kind of just
Took over.
taken over a spot that's sort of hidden.
Oh, it's like a prison gang kind of
But
thing.
Sort of.
they don't know where it's at. The Marines don't know it's
Yeah,
there.
the prison warden doesn't know where it is. I don't even know if they know that it is. Anywho, they take him there and they're like chilling out and they're like, "Fuck, what are we gonna do? Luffy's dying." And Emporio Ikonov was like, "I can save him, but this might not work." So what he does is he pumps him full of fucking hormones that force Luffy's life essence to be spent super fast to not die. Some anime bullshit, and it works.
He heals.
And side effect that I don't think comes up. Luffy's now, like, because he was super healed through the poison, he's now immune to most poisons.
Yep.
Okay. I think I may have come across
That you
something
weren't supposed to see?
didn't want me to come. It doesn't give me any spoiler. Oh, that's her arms. Okay.
Who?
What?
I'm just gonna post this image and let you know I thought the gun barrel was coming out of her breasts.
It is.
Oh.
It is.
Yep.
It is coming out of her breast.
It is?
That's baby 5. We're not getting to her.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't really come across
you
the spoiler then. All right.
No.
I just saw that. I'm like,
She
post-time skip.
she is a woman that ate the weapon fruit. I don't actually know what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it. She can produce any weapons from any part of her body. She'll run around with sword
That's
legs and all sorts
amazing.
of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for
No
the distraction. I just needed to share.
Anywho, Luffy was almost dying, but he gets better, so it's fine. They continue going down, run into Mr. Crocodile, the Sand Man, all the way back from Alabasta. A lot of Alabasta repeats in this place. The first Shichibukai that Luffy took down. And Crocodile's like, I should fucking kill you. But I couldn't kill you and your crew, so we're gonna be pals and we'll go. It is at this point that Emporio Ikonov, once Crocodile's kind of waffling on whether or not he should kill Luffy just because he really wants to fucking kill Luffy.
Oh wait, just one tidbit before they meet Crocodile down there. Is Ikonov figures out that Luffy is Dragon's
Oh yeah.
son.
So it is at this point that you kind of get some hints that Ikonov knows Luffy's dad. And if you know that Luffy's dad is the leader of the Revolutionary Army, you can piece that together. So is Ikonov. So is Inazuma.
They're all
No.
the leader of the Revolutionary Army?
They're all in it.
Oh god.
Anywho,
High ups.
yeah. Crocodile is waffling on whether or not to kill Luffy, and Ikonov says, "Oh, Croco boy, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'll reveal your secret." We don't know what the secret is. Most people assume that Crocodile used to be a woman. And that he wanted to be a man because it is easier to be powerful as a man.
That would make sense, actually.
Yeah.
I never really gave it that much thought.
Most
I did
people
at the
assume
time, but it's like,
that Crocodile was a woman and that he just wanted to be a dude because life is easier. So anywho, they get to the bottom. And Ace is gone. The Marines just came through, picked them up, and went out the Marine exit, and Ace is gone. In the cell that Ace was in is Jinbei. Jinbei is a big whale shark fishman, cool-ass motherfucker that I have problems with later, but right now he's really awesome and cool.
Yeah.
He is instantly like, look, I've heard about you. You seem like a cool dude. Ace was a cool dude. Whitebeard's a cool dude. I'm down to save him. I'm down to help. So they have Jinbei. Jinbei was a Shichibukai. Jinbei's locked up because once they locked up Ace, he threw away his title as a Shichibukai and was like, no, fuck you. You're not locking up Ace. They locked him up anyways, and they locked up Jinbei too. At this point, just basically a wacky crazy, I've got a bunch of new strong enemies and I'm like basically 100% again. Like just whirlwind exit tour goes down. It's just a fight all the way to the exit. I think Luffy fights Magellan again, but through not being through being basically immune to his poison. And I think Hannibal betrays Magellan. Hannibal's like, this is going south, and if it goes really, really south, I'll be the warden, and Magellan will be fired, and that's what I want. So,
Yep.
Hannibal, Magellan's number 2, betrays Magellan, the poison guy, that guy. And Luffy beats him because he's immune.
Too.
He is a coward. And Luffy beats him because he's immune to poison, and they get out. On their way out, Blackbeard is going in.
Wait, how's Luffy all of a sudden immune to the poison when he almost died before?
Because Emporio Iconov's hormones forced his body to deal with all the poison, he has developed immunity. It's some anime bullshit.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know if that's how that works, but alright.
It is in One Piece.
Anyway. Blackbeard's going in.
Blackbeard's going in. We don't know why Blackbeard's going in yet, but he's going in. They get out, they get onto a Marine ship, they steal a Marine ship. Boa Hancock's already left, so she's not there. Because when she, I think, right?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, Luffy sees Blackbeard, and it's a small moment.
Yeah.
We don't have to get into it, just before
we don't know why Blackbeard's there, and Luffy does not know yet what Blackbeard did. But Luffy's like, hey, it's this guy. What's he doing here? Because Luffy only remembers meeting him on Jaya.
About pies.
Anywho, they commandeer a Marine ship. Jinbei pirates it. They help everybody heal while they're on their way out. This entire time, Buggy has been telling people that he's leading the escape from Impel Down. And he's been recruiting all sorts of motherfuckers, all sorts of people way stronger than him. And through serendipity alone, Buggy keeps getting into these really bad situations and getting out, and it looks like he's way more impressive than he is. So he has a bunch of badass motherfuckers that think he's the shit and leading this very first prison break of Impel Down ever. And so he just has a bunch of pirates that have sworn fealty to him.
Wow. And number 3 knows it's all BS, but...
Yeah, number 3 knows it's all BS, but he's playing
out.
Into it. He's like, this is my way out. Who cares? So they steal a Marine ship because it's the only Marine ship left, and they leave. And so the Marines are like, fuck, how do we get out? So they scramble. Ace has been taken to Marineford, the Marine headquarters where he is to be publicly executed immediately. So they're basically on a chase, chasing down the Marine ship. The Ace Marine ship gets to Marineford, the pirate prisoner Marine ship gets to Marineford, and a fight ensues. Not too long into the fight, okay, so Marineford is a crescent-shaped island that is a giant bay to have maximum access for Marine ships. Fairly early on in the fight, Aokiji, the Iceman, freezes the entire fucking bay. So that that is just the battlefield, is the frozen bay. Not too long after that...
Because the Whitebeards are there first.
No. The Whitebeards are not there first. Because they break through the ice. I'm fairly certain.
No, Whitebeards start the fight first. That's the start of the fight, is the Whitebeards versus the Marines.
Okay. New order of events. Ace gets there, the Whitebeard pirates get there, the pirate prisoners get there. I think is the actual order of events then.
Well, yeah, eventually. Because remember, they're stuck in the ice up above.
Yeah, so that's what it was. To stop Whitebeard's ship, Aokiji freezes the bay. But then Whitebeard just opens the front of his ship and all of his guys pour out. And he's like, we're here for my boy. We're saving Ace. Because Whitebeard refers to all of his crew members as family. They're all his sons. Because he never had a family. So he's like, you're not fucking killing my son. I'm here for Ace. Battle ensues. You get to see all three admirals. You get to see all three vice admirals. Aokiji the Iceman, Kizaru the Light Man, and Akainu a Lava Man. Fuck Akainu. And the actual admiral, Sengoku, a golden Buddha statue man. He's just a big gold Buddha.
What was the lava guy's name? You're going real quick.
Akainu.
Akainu.
Yeah.
Akainu. Okay. Oh, this guy looks like
he's a fucking chode piece.
D-bag.
He's like one of my least favorite characters.
You're gonna find out why this episode.
Yep.
Whoa, stay tuned.
Because the battle is ensuing. Battle ensues. Shit's going down. At one point, Luffy has to fight all three of the vice admirals, but very quickly somebody comes up and helps him. Hawkeye Mihawk.
Wait. Is this the first time we see a Marine with devil fruit powers?
No.
Smoker has devil fruit powers.
Gotcha. I forgot about that.
Aokiji we saw earlier.
Yeah,
we've seen a lot of them.
There are plenty. They tend to have better powers, at least the ones that are important.
Yeah.
I've also skipped over a bunch of Marines that have powers because they're not that important.
Okay, no worries.
Anywho, battle ensues. Couple like cool things that happen. Mihawk shows up. All of the Shichibukai are there.
Oh,
Mihawk shows up, and I don't remember who he fights. I think he fights Luffy, and Mihawk's like, "If you could beat me, I'll let you go." And Luffy like knocks him on his ass, and Mihawk's like, "All right, that was good enough. I'm done here. That was a good enough fight."
Before this, but before all these big fights though that Luffy gets involved in, he goes and talks to Whitebeard.
He does go and talk to Whitebeard.
He punches Crocodile because Crocodile wants to kill Whitebeard.
Yeah, I don't remember all the exact bits, and I'm not going to tell you all the exact bits. If I miss anything, please let me know, TJ.
I will. This is the one I've watched this part like 3 times.
Okay,
it's
at
so
some
good.
point, Luffy and Whitebeard are standing next to each other, and Whitebeard's like, "You should get out of here. You're just gonna mess things up." And Luffy's like, "Fuck you, old man. That's my brother. I'm gonna save him. Fuck you." And Whitebeard's like, "I like the cut of your jib, kid."
Wow, One Piece is teaching me if I want someone to like me, I should tell them fuck you.
You should tell them "fuck you" if they're telling you not to do something that you want to do.
I want to do a bunch of drugs and a lot of illegal shit.
It's got to be something cool. It's got to be something cool. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All right. Remember, kids, if you want to do something cool and somebody says no, say "fuck you," especially if it's your parents.
That picture you found of Sangoku too. That's old man Sangoku. That's after
that
the
is old man Sengoku. Yeah, that's post time skip. He steps down and somebody else is the super admiral. Anywho, Luffy fights Mihawk. Doflamingo, a guy you haven't really met yet, kills Gecko Moria, the guy from Thriller Bark.
Gecko.
He was the zombie guy.
Yeah,
that's also Flamingo
right.
was the guy that you showed us that picture of the lady with the gun coming out of her chest. He was the guy in that picture.
Gotcha.
Luffy has to fight his grandpa.
Yep.
Garp shows up and he's like, "Luffy, you can't. I'm not happy about this either, but you can't." And Luffy's like, "Fuck you, old man. I'm gonna help him." And they have like a little fight before Garp is like, I can't fight as hard as I need to stop you, because I don't want Ace to die. Because that's his boy. He raised both of them.
Right before Garp, because this is a big moment I think that should be shared. So before he fights Garp, the execution is about to happen because they accelerate it, and there's a special hockey that only a few people have in the world.
Oh yeah, this is
Whitebeard's
Conqueror's
one of
hockey. I think Luffy actually uses it.
Yeah, he's the one because everyone
Okay,
gets surprised.
so there are 3 types of hockey. Another small tangent. There are 3 types of hockey. There's armament hockey, observation hockey, and conqueror's hockey. You can totally learn. Anybody can learn armament and observation hockey. It kind of depends if you have a penchant for it and how good you get at it, but anybody can totally learn those too. Conqueror's hockey is something you got to be born with. Only cool people have conqueror's hockey. Luffy is a cool person.
And hockey is just staring really hard to make something
hockey
happen, right?
is Oda's way of explaining anime bullshit. So observation hockey is the ability to sense attacks coming and kind of know positions of things that you can't see.
Okay.
Armament hockey is the ability to make your skin harder than it should be, so it is both defensive and offensive. Because like you can block shit better if your arms are harder, and if you hit somebody with a hard arm, it hurts more. And Conqueror's hockey is the ability to stare down shit and break wills of people weaker than you. Ace is about to be executed.
Oh.
Luffy screams no, and like half the fucking Marines collapse, including the 2 Marines that were about to chop off Ace's head.
So like this gif here.
Exactly. Exactly that.
Okay.
It doesn't
cool. I found
always
the thing.
look like that, but exactly that.
Yeah.
It gets the
Yes.
point across
Yes.
effectively. Okay.
And a lot of the people are like, holy shit, this guy's a bad motherfucker. He's got Conqueror's hockey. We need to kill him now. One of Whitebeard's sons betrays him. In the middle of the fight, I don't remember why. But in the middle of the fight, Whitebeard has the Gura Gura no Mi, the Quake fruit. So he makes a tidal wave, he can make earthquakes, and he can kind of just shake the air. He like grabs the air and just causes ripples.
Yeah.
And so at one point the fight's going bad and he makes a tidal wave, push a bunch of them out.
Whitebeard is known as the most powerful man in the world.
He is. That is his moniker. Whitebeard is the most powerful man in the world.
Wow. Well, yeah, if you can control air, that seems pretty strong.
But at some point,
like Avatar
he's
shit.
about to do something, and one of his sons betrays him, and he's like really fucking upset about it. He's like, "How could you do this to me?" He's not mad; he's disappointed, type of thing.
Mhm.
And his son like instantly feels regret, and he's like, "I'm so sorry," and he's like, "That's okay, you're my son." But
I bet
up.
it was this shithead looking dude.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Yeah, probably.
I'm looking for him.
This fucking scumbag.
It's because
piece of shit
Akanu,
looking guy.
I can't say his name right.
No, it's not that guy.
him.
No.
It's not Edward Weevil.
No, that is a piece of shit. We won't get to him, but that's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That right
Oh.
there, that's walking piece of shit.
It's the lava vice admiral gets in his head.
Yeah,
what
there.
happens.
I think what Akainu's like, y'all are gonna die here. You better betray Whitebeard or you're gonna die here.
You know, he said Whitebeard set him up.
Is it this,
Anywho,
is it
Yeah.
this guy?
no.
Nope.
Anywho, you're not gonna
Okay.
find him. He's like literally, this is all he does. He betrays Whitebeard and then he's forgiven and then he's never talked about again.
Wow, I'm so glad they waste time in a manga or episode
Yeah.
on it.
No, it comes back a little bit, but yeah, pretty much.
Anywho, Luffy gets to Ace. He saves him. Ace is all fucked up, so Luffy's carrying him along. They're like, holy shit, I can't believe you did this. Luffy's like, I can't believe you know somebody that cool. Fucking Whitebeard's pretty awesome. And they're getting away, and Akainu gets between them. And he's like, you're not getting fucking out of here. No. You're not going to do the Marines dirty like this. And they're dodging and weaving and wobbing. And I believe they get away. But
They do.
Akainu says, you know, look at you running like a little bitch. Just like your old man Whitebeard. A bitch. And Ace can't let it go. It's like Barney McFly when you call him yellow. Ace cannot let it go. He turns around and he's like, what did you say about my dad? And Akainu's like, I said you're dead, bitch. And he punches him right through the fucking chest. Because lava beats fire. Because that's how that works. He puts his arm right through his fucking chest and he's dead.
That's not how.
Ace?
Well, That's not exactly how it happens, but yes.
Okay, yeah. Ace calls Whitebeard a bitch, and then Whitebeard starts fighting, or Ace starts fighting Akainu, and then Akainu's like, well, this is hard, but Luffy's weaker than you, I can kill Luffy, and Ace blocks the punch.
Yeah, so the images
Yeah.
show. Very interesting.
Ace blocks the punch with his body, his fist is right through him, and Luffy breaks. He's like...
Is this why you guys don't like
Exactly.
Lava Guy?
Yeah.
He kills Ace?
Yeah. I mean, he's just a douchebag.
He is a piece of shit,
Yeah.
but also he kills Ace, like a piece of shit would.
Yeah.
Luffy is
It's a lot of walking shit. in this
literally
anime.
broken. Like, he screams no, his eyes go blank, he is just fucking sitting there, and Kainu's like, perfect, I get to kill you too. But then Jinbei shows up, grabs him, and they're running away. And as the fight is falling apart, something I missed, because I don't remember where it happened exactly, Whitebeard is dead.
No, not yet. It's in his fight with, because Whitebeard goes nuts on Lava Guy for killing Ace.
Okay, at some
And-
point, Whitebeard dies.
Buddha, well, I didn't say because the Buddha guy has to hold down Garp because Lava Guy, like, because he's like super Navy.
Yeah.
But he was gonna go after to kill Lava Guy for killing Ace.
Because
'Cause
he
he
killed
killed
his
his
son. Yeah.
Whitebeard is
So-
dead. Akainu and Whitebeard fight. Whitebeard is dead. Blackbeard shows up with a bunch of prisoners. Because it turns out Blackbeard's plan. Blackbeard caught Ace. Blackbeard's the one that caught Ace. So this is the Blackbeard story. I don't know if I've given you the full Blackbeard story, but here it is.
I think I asked for it and you said, but wait.
Yeah, that sounds
one
right.
one last thing too. Whitebeard ordered his crew to protect Luffy
Yes.
after he passes out. So it's like their mission now to get Luffy out of there. Just kind of how that part goes.
Blackbeard was a member of Whitebeard's crew. The Whitebeard pirates stumbled upon a fruit one day. Blackbeard has a book of all the devil fruits. Where the fuck this book comes from? Unknown.
Wow.
But there is one fruit in
So that-
particular
that's what makes
that
it so
Blackbeard wanted. The Yami Yami no Mi, the darkness fruit. The Whitebeard pirates
Which he
found
has.
it. And I don't remember how, but through some means they decide who gets to eat it, and it's not Blackbeard. Blackbeard kills the guy that was picked, eats the fruit, and leaves.
That's about as pirate as you can get,
Yeah.
though, right?
Ace
There you go.
is not in the Whitebeard pirates when you meet him. He's not like on the ship. He's a member of them, but he's not on the ship because Ace was charged with finding and bringing back Blackbeard. Ace finds him, Blackbeard beats him, and turns him into the Marines. Because Blackbeard's a scheming motherfucker, and he knows that Ace is Gold D. Roger's son somehow. Or he knows that the Marines want him.
He's motherfucking
He's
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard,
yo. He
yeah.
knows that shit.
He turns Ace into the Marines. The Marines say, hey, it's a pretty cool thing you just did. You're a Shichibukai now. With the rank of Shichibukai, he could just waltz into Impel Down. He does that.
That was
His
whole
entire plan. He does that, gets the baddest motherfuckers he can, and makes his super cool ass pumped up mega crew.
Yep.
Then he shows up here during the War of the Best as Whitebeard's getting his ass kicked and has his boys keep people away from Whitebeard. He covers Whitebeard in a cloak. Just a
They're
big
the ones
black
who kill
robe.
Whitebeard too.
Yes, Whitebeard's not doing great, but they finish him off.
Yeah.
Blackbeard
Kills Whitebeard, covers him in a cloak, and he's like, all right, boys, I need a couple minutes. Don't know what happens under that cloak. I have my suspicions. I can give them to you if you want. But you probably want to know what
Probably
happens.
like possesses his fucking body.
No,
with
I
darkness or
mean,
some
I'm
shit.
going to tell you what happened under the cloak, but we don't know the mechanics of it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Blackbeard comes out, and he's like, excellent, it worked. And Blackbeard uses Whitebeard's fruit. You're not
Oh,
supposed to have
crap.
2 fruits. It's supposed to make you blow up or some crazy shit. Blackbeard has 2 fruits.
That's not good.
No.
You're saying wait. I can hear you in your room saying wait, but I couldn't hear you on the mic.
I leaned on my deafen and mute buttons. So I was like, wait, I'm missing everything.
The Whitebeard has
All right,
Blackbeard's fruit, or Blackbeard has Whitebeard's fruit. At this point,
it's this picture.
At this point, I believe he just leaves. I think he's just
No.
like, I got what I want.
No, they were gonna fight because the Marines go after him too. Because Shanks shows up.
I don't think Shanks showed up here, but I believe that you know this better than I do. Basically, shit's going down and everybody's getting fucked up and Shanks shows up and he's like, hey, either this war is done now or me and my boys, fresh as can be, are joining. Shanks is another one of the Yonko.
I'm sorry, time out real quick. Right before Shanks shows up, Law shows up with his submarine.
Yeah, Law is the only
Shit.
pirate with a submarine. Law sucks, but he's cool. I
and
don't
they're
like
trying to get
Law.
Luffy. I love Law.
Fuck Law.
They're trying to get Luffy to Law, and Laser,
This
the
guy.
late Vice Admiral, is about to gun down, and in that moment is when Shanks shows up.
Yeah, so
'Cause his
basically
crew, stops a bunch of people.
Jinbei's running out with Luffy. All the Whitebeard pirates are helping. Blackbeard's about to fuck some shit up. The Admirals are about to fuck some shit up. Everybody's about to fuck some shit up. The submarine pops up, and they're like, I don't even remember why they were there. I think somebody told them to be there. And then Shanks shows up. And so Law is a surgeon. So he's like, get Luffy over here. I can help him. Shanks.
This is like the first legit re-emergence of
Yes.
Shanks.
This is the
Yeah,
first
since the
time
beginning of
since
the
beginning of
fucking
the series. And Luffy's
You get to see how
unconscious for it.
serious it is.
Oh my god, and he's gonna leave before
Absolutely.
Luffy's conscious, isn't he?
Absolutely.
What a
Luffy's going out on
dickbag.
Law's submarine,
hmm
and Shanks shows up on his ship, and he's like, hey, my boys are pretty fresh. We're going to join the fight, or you're going to stop the fight. And the Marines are like, we don't want to deal with a second Yonko after we're all fucked up.
And then Yonko are the
four pirate emperors.
pirate lords on the
Yes.
back half of the band.
And
we will-
of those four, Whitebeard and Shanks are the most respected
Yes.
pirates in the whole world.
Yes. So,
Okay.
battle's done.
Wow, so Shanks and his crew show up and they're literally like, all right, we're done.
Yeah. Well, the other
'cause
thing
Shanks
too
is like, I don't want to fight you guys, but if you want to keep fighting, we will be your opponents. That's what the caption
right.
says right there.
So just
Yeah.
a little side note too. This is a very serious moment over this whole course of 200 some episodes. Very serious. Bucky is the comedic value, and during this, the execution is being filmed worldwide, so the whole
Ooh.
world can see it. And then somehow
Yes.
the camera crews end up. Buggy's crew that he brings in, the prisoners, end up with the cameras, and the filming is on Buggy most of the time.
Yeah. So the
and he's
point,
making it look like he's the
Okay.
hero of
The-
it all.
Fucking hell. What a
the
pro.
point of this was when they killed Goldie Roger, he started the Pirate Age. The point was to kill Goldie Roger's son and end the Pirate Age.
Yep.
But
Who was fighting for that point?
The Marines.
Yeah.
But
Oh, because they thought Ace was Goldie
He
Rogers.
is.
He
son.
is his son. Wait,
Wait,
that's for sure.
I thought Luffy was his son.
Luffy
No.
is Dragon's son, which is the
Luffy is
revolutionary
Dragon's
army.
son.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Dragon. Sorry. Okay.
so
All good.
in the middle of the battle, I think after Ace is killed, and Whitebeard's not dead yet,
It's right before he dies.
it's right before he dies, whatever. In the middle of the battle, cameras on Whitebeard, he says, One Piece is real. And he reinvigorates the Pirate Age. Because
Yeah,
he
so it
knew
backfires
exactly
on
what
the
the fucking
Marines.
Marines were trying to do.
Nice.
It
But
was
anywho, Whitebeard and Ace
then-
are dead. Go ahead.
I would say, and part of Shanks showing up is respect for Whitebeard, and because they're also rivals for Whitebeard and Ace. Because
Yeah, but they're like healthy
Yeah,
rivals,
no, they're-
like
Yeah,
Pokemon
yep.
Sun
Yeah.
and Moon, not Pokemon Red
Yeah.
and
Right.
Blue. Got it.
because part of Shanks' things is I'm taking their bodies to bury them. You're
Yeah.
not gonna degrade them any more than what you've done. Is part of his thing.
Yeah, Shanks gets their bodies. They're on a cliff somewhere. I don't know exactly where the cliff is.
Yeah.
But they have actual graves.
No worries.
Whitebeard's cool ass spear is in his grave, and Ace's like sword and hat, because Ace has like a canonical cool ass hat.
Yeah.
So yeah, they take Luffy back to Amazon Lily, or back to Shibodi Archipelago. Basically, things disseminate at this point.
They go back to Hancock.
Things disseminate at this point. Luffy wakes up a couple days later, realizes the difference in power between what he has been fighting and what he needs to fight. And they had agreed, the Straw Hats had agreed when they met in Shibodi Archipelago that they would take 3 days to just like spread out and explore and relax and chill on Shibodi Archipelago. Because it's kind of like a resort vacation marketplace, big mall, like bunch of cool things. I think it's got an amusement park. Like Shibodi Archipelago is a go have fun island.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Luffy tattoos on his arm or writes on his arm. I don't know exactly which it is.
I think he writes.
3D, crosses it out, and 2Y under that. Breaks into the Marineford and makes sure that his picture is taken.
With Jinbei and Rayleigh.
With Jinbei and Rowley.
Oh, okay. You told me this to answer when the time skip happens when I asked about it. Got it. Okay.
Yes, I did tell you this bit. Breaks in with the help of Jinbei, a former Shichibukai, and Silver's Rowley, the second in command of Goldie Rogers' old pirates. With the help of them, breaks in, gets his picture taken, gets on the news. All of his crewmates see it on the various islands that they are on, and they understand, we're not meeting in 3 days, we're meeting in 2 years. This is the time skip.
Another little important thing, because Ace's death to like a few episodes after is like tear up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me, because of little moments that happen after. But one of them is before they get that newspaper, they get the newspaper that Luffy was there and Ace died.
Yeah,
and
they get the newspaper
heartbroken.
that Luffy's brother died, and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we weren't there for Luffy."
Yeah. So it's like super saddening. But and then they get that paper for.
I'm not gonna tell you about Sabo. It's not super important to the way this is structured. Mostly telling TJ that.
You just name dropped him though.
Luffy has.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Luffy has another brother.
Yeah.
And there is a backstory here where you learn about his other brother.
Yeah.
Once again,
gotcha. Not
a blood brother, but just as good of a brother as Ace. Like, yeah. And he left a long time ago. This is where I'm going to tell you what everybody does during the time skip. They all get spread out to the individual islands. Luffy is taken by Silver's Raleigh back to Amazon Lily, where he is taught hockey. So Luffy is taught how to use hockey by the second in command of the Gold Roger Pirates. Frankie ends up on... Boy, I haven't told you about Vegapunk. Vegapunk is like this scientist motherfucker that works for the Marines. You've only ever heard him name dropped. Whenever something cool or complex is happening, Vegapunk's name is right there, and it was probably him that did it. Frankie gets dropped on his island where he finds his old lab, and he looks into all his notes and shit and learns a bunch of new technology.
This time skip is an art style change as well, it looks like.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with.
I'm not a fan of it. Sanji ends up on Momoiro Island, the capital of the Kamabaka Kingdom, which is the Okamas. All the Okamas think that Sanji is really cute and chase him, and he runs away for 2 years, sometimes learning how to cook.
So his legs get super buff.
His legs get stronger. He learns how to airwalk, which is something that the Cypher Pool people could do, which I didn't mention. You can, if you're good enough, you can walk on air. You can kick the air and basically fly. Sanji learns how to do that. And his food actually has effects now. He can make buff food.
Yeah. Yep.
He learns how to make buff food.
The ultimate bard.
Sanji becomes
Yes.
useful.
I mean, he was already the third strongest member of the Straw Hat Pirates, but yes, he is more useful now.
Oh, okay, third.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usopp ends up on the Boeing Archipelago, which is a giant Venus flytrap island covered in all sorts of giant bugs and crazy shit and plants and whatnot. He gets really depressed and really fat when he meets this man named Herculeson.
Oh god.
And Herculeson is either a giant Hercules beetle or a man dressed as a giant Hercules beetle who teaches him how to fight. And basically, after Usopp gets fat, he learns that the point of the giant Venus flytrap island is people get shipwrecked here, get fat, and the Venus flytrap eats them. So he spends all of his time running away from the things trying to eat him because he's fat, gets buff, and learns how to use all the cool-ass plants on the island in his slingshot.
Yep.
So he becomes like a cool pseudo-druid slingshot
Basically,
user.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. I can get behind that. This is when he stops
This is when he stops
garbage.
being a bitch. Sometimes he is still a bitch in mannerisms,
Yeah, I
but
mean-
never in actions. He always
Yeah.
steps up and does what needs to be done when it needs to be done. Sometimes he's just really not happy that he has to be the one that does it.
Yep.
You can take the man out of the bitch, but you can't
Exactly.
take the bitch out of the man.
Exactly.
Chopper.
No, I got an order.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I've got a list of the islands. I don't want to miss any.
Okay.
There is
Prepared.
an island of these like pygmy people who are trying to summon Satan. And they're having
Oh,
their
yeah.
ritual, and in the middle of their ritual, Brook lands right in their summoning circle. And they think that Brook is Satan. And they want to summon Satan to deal with the other tribe of people on the island. And Brook does it handily. And so they worship him.
Oh my god, I found the image of his impact, I think.
The start of Soul King.
He's called the Soul King.
This image right here is so great.
He's called the Soul King. Yep, that's his impact. He stands up and they're like, oh my god, fuck. He becomes the Soul King and he goes on a world tour. He is like an actual fucking musician. Like people are like, every once in a while, it doesn't happen very much anymore, but I think when he initially shows up back to Shibodi Archipelago, he like signs a couple autographs and shit. Like people are like, oh my god, Soul King Brook!
Well, yeah,
Fuck!
because his fans help him escape a situation from the Marines.
Yeah, his
So you
fans help
can't
him all
hurt
over the
Soul
place. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
Zoro ends up on the best island, the gothic creepy island. You know all about that shit. Called Kuraigana Island. This place has 2 human inhabitants. One of them is Dracula Mihawk, the strongest swordsman in the world. And one of them is Perona, the ghost girl from Thriller Bark, who found the island and decided that she really liked its aesthetic, so she lives here now. Fuck Mihawk if he doesn't want her to.
Wow, imagine that. Dracula Mihawk living on the Gothic island.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed?
So this is the best island because it's got all the best people. It's got Zoro, it's got Perona, Bay,
It's got 3 people. They're all the
it's
best.
got Mihawk. Zoro, there are baboons on this island that know hockey, and they kick Zoro's ass, and he refuses to be beat, so he just spends 2 years fighting these baboons, while every once in a while Mihawk will be like, you know, if you did it this way, things would work out better. That's
I feel
basically
it's
it.
a
Like,
little more extensive than that, but yeah.
there's a little more than that.
That gets the
When
point
Zoro
across.
comes back, he's missing an eye. Everybody thinks so. Mihawk has these cool ass yellow like hawk eyes. Everybody thinks that Zoro's closed eye is a Mihawk eye now, but he hasn't opened it yet, so we don't know.
Oh, I thought it was from the demon sword.
No, I think you give the demon sword way more credit than it needs. Because, when Zoro gets the demon sword, he throws it up. It doesn't cut his arm. Zoro has conquered the curse. It's done.
No,
There's
but
no more than that.
They played more into it.
Maybe in the anime,
Yeah.
but not in the manga.
Interesting.
Nika Robin is on a bridge called Tequila Wolf, which is the world nobles,
Tequila
the world
wolf?
nobles are forcing human slaves to build a bridge across one of the blues because they don't want to. They're tired of using boats. They want to use cars now, and so they're forcing them to build
She's
bridges
like a
between the islands.
Prisoner.
She isn't actually a prisoner. She very quickly finds out that members of the Revolutionary Army are working here, and she works with the Revolutionary Army, saving people for like 2 years. Chopper.
So she trains as kind of like an
Yeah,
insurgent
basically.
kind of thing. Okay.
Chopper lives on an island that is just a giant tree that's got birds and people. On the ground, the people live, and the birds terrorize them from the giant tree. Chopper, I think a disease hits both of them, and Chopper heals both of them, and he makes them be friends now. And this island kind of has... He learns a bunch of herbal medicine here, basically. He upgrades his medicine by learning a bunch more shit about what herbs can do and stuff. That's basically it. It's not that interesting. Nami ends up on a cloud island with a bunch of old motherfuckers. Yep, that's it. Torino Island.
Yeah.
Nami ends up on a cloud island with a bunch of old wizard cloud-looking motherfuckers. And she learns how to control the weather. Her staff could already like make high and low pressure zones, and she basically just learns way more about that shit, and they upgrade her staff. So she can totally just make weather now. Usually it's small scale, like attack weather, like she'll make lightning strike you or some shit. But I think she has manipulated the weather on islands before.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basically it. So at the end of the time skip, they're all way stronger.
Yo, she looks so cute with her little magic staff.
They're all way stronger. And
look at that cutie.
through their own devices, they get back to Shibodi Archipelago. But Matt, you might say, the Thousand Sunny, their new fucking ship, has just been sitting there for 2 years. How could that be okay? Bartholomew Kuma is standing in front of it. He is now completely a cyborg.
Thanks to Vegapunk.
Yes, thanks to Vegapunk. Vegapunk made the Pacifistas, which are copies of Bartholomew Kuma, and he made the original Kuma into a full cyborg now. All we know at this point is that as part of that deal to become a cyborg, he made Vegapunk program him to protect the Straw Hats ship until they get back. So the Straw Hat ship is fine. They get back. There's a little piece of comedy that ensues, but I'll let you get to that when you get to that. And yeah, they get their ship bubble coated by Silver's Raleigh, and they head on down to Fishman Island.
And the second half of One Piece begins.
And the second half of One Piece begins. You don't get to find this out until after they leave Fishman Island, but I'm going to tell you now because it's hype as fuck. When you get into Fishman, or when you get into the second half of the Grand Line, there is a piece of narration that occurs that says, the Straw Hat Pirates have now entered the second half of the Grand Line. This is known to everybody that gets here as New World. Because of how easy the first half of the Grand Line is compared to this, the first half of the Grand Line is known as Paradise.
Good
Yes.
lord. That's interesting.
The Marines have moved their base. Marineford used to be on the first half of the Grand Line. It is now on the second half of the Grand Line so they can focus on the Yonko. Blackbeard is now one of the Yonko because Whitebeard is dead.
And they got rid of the Shishiki.
And they... Well, that doesn't actually happen yet.
Oh, my bad.
Akainu is the admiral now. Sengoku stepped down. He is now a vice admiral, I think. Or he's lower. He's just old, and he's like, it's time for the next generation to take place. The first island they go to in the New World is called Punk Hazard, which is an island that is half ice and half lava, because Akainu and Aokiji, the Iceman and the Lava Man, fought over who would be the new admiral. Aokiji lost. He has gone rogue from the Marines. He is missing an arm and a leg due to this fight. But he has an ice leg and an ice arm.
Man, fucking Lava Guy seems pretty strong, y'all.
Yeah, he is.
So that is Punk Hazard.
And that is...
And
now
that's
we're getting
it.
into New World
That's
stuff, yeah.
the time skip.
But I still have white
Yeah, I know,
space.
right? Law is a Shichibukai now. So is Buggy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All right. Yeah, they haven't got rid of him.
why?
Yeah, you're right. Because the camera's big on him, he made him seem like
Because he's got all
what
these
he was.
powerful
Yeah.
pirates, he is an issue, and he allied with the Marines.
It's easier. Yeah. He would,
Yep,
too. What a
he would.
shitburger.
Yeah. It's hilarious. Is there only 3 Yonko?
No, there's 4.
No,
Like I
there's
said,
4.
there's
4.
Shanks,
4. Yeah.
Kaido, Big Mom, and Blackbeard. I forgot. I really wanted to tell you about this the whole time. One of the Yonko is just named Big Mom.
I think I got 1 or 2 brief, like, oh yeah, there's a fight with Big Mom at one point when I was looking at pictures, but that's it.
Her name is just Big Mom.
Her name is Charlotte.
Her name is Charlotte Linlin, but she is known as Big Mom.
Yeah.
Wait, is this not the fat lady from the beginning of the show?
No, that's not the
No,
fat lady.
it's completely different.
This lady is a giant.
Yeah.
She's not just fat. She is a
Ah.
giant. She's like
Yeah.
20 feet tall or some shit.
That's
When
pretty
you really
helpful
think
in
about-
trying to be a strong pirate.
So we covered this in 5 episodes, and we left out so much stuff. Truly.
I mean, to be fair, I'm like maybe 8 episodes into the anime, and there's a lot of shit that doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
there.
I think you're more than 8 episodes, but also yeah.
Yeah, it gets... I promise it gets better. Like,
It gets better and then it gets worse, and that's just the
Yeah.
quality of the anime. That's not the
Yeah.
story. The story only gets better. Like,
Yeah.
wrap your head around that. One Piece is 991 chapters currently, and it is still getting better.
Yeah.
Like, there are definitely some dull moments. Personally, I don't like Law's increased importance in the story because I know that he wasn't supposed to be that important originally, and I don't like Dressrosa. It's kind of a lackluster, overbloated arc. And those
Yeah,
are both
I'm with you there.
those are both coming up. But right after Dressrosa is Whole Cake Island, which has literally the hypest fucking fight of the series. Luffy is in a mirror match against a man made of mochi, which basically just makes him made of rubber, so he fights literally somebody that has his powers and uses them better.
And he can see the future slightly.
Interesting.
Like, One Piece is still getting better. At this point, we're at chapter 600, I believe.
And there's
If-
so many questions to be answered.
If there is interest in it,
Wait, what happens with Boa Hancock during the 2-year break?
just chills.
So Luffy goes, Silver's Raleigh takes Luffy to Amazon Lily to train. So he kind of just lives with
she
her.
just trains him.
And she's all
Interesting.
about it. And she's really sad when he leaves. And he's like, why are you fucking sad? You knew this was going to happen. He's completely oblivious. He's the densest
Wow.
man in the world.
And callous. It's kind of mean.
He's like, hey, just, I don't think he's mean about it. I think he's like, just come visit me or some shit.
Yeah. Because she helps him leave, too.
Yeah,
They
she
leave
like
on her
sets him
ship.
up. I think she gives
Yeah.
him a big bag of food and she's like, yeah,
Yeah.
food. Because, all anime pro
right.
tags love food.
Yep.
I have this empty rectangle at the bottom here. Y'all need to tell me something that I can put in there. Tell me some cool shit you skipped over in the last
Kuma's
part of
worth-
this episode.
Kuma's worth being on there. Kuma and...
Yeah, you could put Kuma
Ikenov.
on there.
Kuma and Ikenov were like best friends.
Here's a little cool piece of information.
I mean, Kuma's on the other slide, but
No, don't put him here. What you got
Okay.
Sabo up here somewhere, right?
Yeah.
yeah. He's hidden behind Big Mom.
Oh yeah. So Sabo was supposed to be dead. That's in the flashback. Sabo dies. But
Yeah.
then he comes back and there's going to be a tournament where the prize is Ace's fruit and Sabo's in that tournament. Does he get
Along
Ace's
with-
fruit? I don't know.
along-
Find out.
Along with Luffy.
So this is a trope that I get really frustrated with in anime. Sometimes it's okay if it's handled well, but you'll know this, Matt, from my struggles with the Final Fantasy 14
Mhm.
story. I fucking hate when they say someone is dead.
Yeah.
They behave like someone is dead for ages, and then, oh, they're not dead, guys. Are you fucking
Yeah.
kidding me?
His makes
So,
sense though.
I do think this one's handled pretty well because
Yeah.
what it
That's
was Luffy gets taken to Shibodi Archipelago and they are helping him kind of get back after Ace's death. And he
Mhm.
thinks back on how he's dealt with this before. He's dealt with his brother fucking dying before, and it sucks again. And you don't think he's alive. You don't think there's any reason for this character to be alive. You're just like, oh shit, Luffy's dealt with this before. That fucking sucks. And then there's this mysterious guy in the tournament to get Ace's fruit. And you're like, who the fuck is that? He keeps helping Luffy. What is going on here? And it turns out to be Sabo. And it's cool.
Yeah.
It's not like an ass pull. It's cool. I think it's handled well. I don't like that shit either. Especially in One Piece
Very annoying.
when they don't fucking kill anybody ever. Like, I didn't mention this, but there's a side character in Alabasta that dies, but he didn't actually die. He gets blown up, and his name is Pell. He gets blown up, and he's not actually dead. He comes back at the end, all covered in bandages, and you're like, oh shit, Pell's alive.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's
But-
the only that's the only thing that would make One Piece better. Kind of.
But as we get closer to the end, people have totally started to die.
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers die now. None of the Straw Hats have died. I don't know if any of them will.
That's not true.
That's a lie. The boat
Yeah.
died. Ari. That's not a death.
You just found this cool ass picture where Luffy punches Don Krieg in his stupid
Do
spike
you
blanket.
Yeah, you don't have the
Yeah.
picture of the Sunny. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
he does
you
on
do.
the other slide.
Does he? I don't
All right,
see
but
it.
that's it.
That's it.
That's One Piece.
All
Up to the
right.
time skip. I didn't think it would take 5 episodes, but it did. Thanks to everybody who stuck around for this long. If you
Yeah.
want more, beg for it, and I will do it when One Piece is done. That's probably like 3 to 5 plus years out, so it'll be some time.
Yep. And we'll be deep into our podcast by then.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. And we've got a. I mean, I kind of milked some of the images here on the second one, but I made a full second page to the collage, at least. So that's dope.
Yep.
With just this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, Shanks's crew is like an eighth of the fucking slide in the upper left corner. But
And then you
yeah.
have Buggy with his
And all the time skip, pre-time skip, post-time skip pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did the best I could with the material I had. All right.
Yeah.
But
Well, thank
that was fun.
you for listening,
I'm glad
everybody.
you liked it.
Yeah. And we'll be doing more of these kind of long form multi-part ones, just not back to back.
And they
these
won't be 5
shouldn't have
episodes.
released back
Yeah.
to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna aim for probably 3
At the most, yeah.
At most. Yeah. If we do a long form one. But it'll probably be a little while before we do that. Oh, there's a
Yeah.
cool picture about all the hockey.
Oh, bum bum bum.
Can I fit this in?
Anyways.
I think I can fit this in.
We will see you next time. This is the WAQ Show. I'm TJ.
I was your pirate guide, Matt.
And I know more about One Piece than I ever thought I would. And my name is Dan.
And we will see you next time for Not One Piece.
Come aboard and bring aboard. You're now aboard.
Bye.
Bye.